stream. Reason I say weird is because this week is going to be a weird turn of events. So, reason for today is actually former co-worker at Blue Ribbon decided to, ended up getting sick. Not COVID, so hold your horses on that BS. But, like, the freaking default disease is not COVID. But, so, ended up having to cover. They decided to pay under the table, so that's not a big deal. But, get an extra $40. Might have to do that again tomorrow. Get an extra $40, no big deal. So, yeah. So that might be the thing. So that might affect the channel. It already has, let's be honest. But thing is, it's mostly an afternoon thing, because I did find a replacement for the morning shift, which is mainly the shift I had. But then again, with him being ill, I don't know. And usually when he's ill, he's usually out a day or two, maybe 3. So I'm looking at making a little bit of money there, which could help out the channel. It will, because alleviates some of the costs I have to do with money I get from here, from YouTube. So less stuff that IRS needs to know about. Also, other than that, did I have live chat? Yes, I did. Okay. Other than that, no, it's not me going back to work and part-time YouTube. It's just a temporary thing. At least until they could find someone to handle the afternoon shifts in the future. But outside of that, this doesn't make it where it is possible for me to get some pizza today at Dylan's. The one that's on sale for $2.77 a pie. The Red Barrett stuff. Yeah, I'm so doing that. So that may impact how videos happen today too. But obviously when I get home, updates on earthquakes. There's quite a few. Might be another earthquake compilation. And it looks like the app that I do that with fixed it to where now each photo is 5 seconds long versus 3 seconds long on the montages. So those videos will be longer. And less likely to be shorts too, so that's something. And then updates on Tiffany and Cody. And updates on hopefully Volcano Word of the Day today. That might be put on hold for the week. Worst case scenario. Because it does make me a little exhausted and stuff. But there's no big deal. It's no big deal. I do apologize if it interrupts stuff, but it's out of my control. For the most part, it is out of my control. But also, with how I be wording things, I've kind of thought up of a weird business idea that I might end up doing. Basically, in the future, if I were to get the tech to do it, I might start a business tied with YouTube where I would make commercials for small businesses in the area to advertise within the area. That would be an interesting little business virtue, and maybe get actors involved and stuff like that. Who knows? Who knows what I'll be able to do? And who knows, it might be something worthy to be on Shark Tank. So, any thoughts on that? Because that's something I definitely would do. And again, with the purple lights. Apparently it's due to some filament thing going out of whack. But, you know, people are not going to buy it in one bit. Also, sad updates. Betty White died. Bob Saget died. Essentially back to back too. It's like, oh my god, why you gotta do this? But Bob Saget was likely heart attack related. But outside of that, there's a couple other things. This might get some hate from some people, but considering how the majority of the audience of this channel leans politically, I might not piss off much people with this. But this year is election year for the Kansas governor, and I'm gonna put my endorsement towards Derek Schmidt for governor. I gotta look more into his policies, but he's basically leaning towards being the Ron DeSantis of Kansas. So, and for that, I put my endorsement in to his lane. That's for sure. Definitely want Laura Kelly out of office. And someone's coming up with the bike. Okay. Oh, turning. Okay. Don't have to worry about that then. And that stain is still there. I don't know why it's still there, it just is. It's actually with the timing of sunset, I might enable flash. There we go. Flash enabled. Anyone say anything? Hello, Niza? I want to say Niza. Or Niza, like pizza. Nizza? I don't know. But right now it's just getting home. It's actually not that bad weather-wise this week. Today is actually the cold day of the week with highs in the mid-40s. It's probably still in the 40s right now. Lows may be cold enough for frost, but that's the least of my concerns. Because we're looking at an ice storm at the end of the week, like Friday night and Saturday. A mild ice storm, nothing too crazy. But before that, we're going to be into the 50s. A couple days we might hit 60, particularly Thursday and Friday. So maybe Saturday if you want to look at it, because the effect of temperatures are going to be weird. But yeah, possible 60s this week, which I am not complaining about for sure, especially after last week's bullshit. Freaking teens at the start of the year, single digits at the start of the year. Fuck that shit. I know it's winter, but I don't need to be that cold. Not in the Dakotas. Fuck that shit. But other stuff going on. It's just wanting to do other stuff. But yeah, nonetheless, but that whole YouTube advertisement business thing will be kind of down the line. At the very least, it'll probably be a little partnership with a few businesses in the area. But yeah, there's really not much else I can do with that. But there's really not much else going on. Just updates on. Yeah, despite not doing this for a while, there's not really much to bring up. But yeah, with the chance of storms Friday and with how warm it's gonna be, I want to rule out chances of thunder. So if anything like that happens, it will be streamed. And that may also beg the question of possible severe weather south of my area. So if anything like that happens, I'll do updates on that as it comes in. And I guess updates on severe weather in Florida as it comes in, because a few severe thunderstorms will be popping up there. That risk is probably subsided by now. But outside of that, there's no chance for thunderstorms anywhere in the U.S. except for maybe Hawaii and Puerto Rico. Probably not so much Puerto Rico. They're horrible with drought. So probably just Hawaii with the drought, with the thunderstorm threat. Which could lead to flooding. So, updates on the flooding as it comes in, if I notice it. And yeah. Just gotta. Yeah, outside of that, it's really not much else. More earthquakes in Kodiak, Alaska. There's like a 5.5 in the mid-Atlantic region, 3.6 in the Dominican Republic. That's all to my knowledge, but could be more than that. It might end up being a little compilation with audio, since it's likely just the 3. But yeah, and then sadly with the tropics, it might just be tropics forecast, just to make the day a little bit easier. But there's really not much else I can do. And before anyone comes on and say I'm not easily manipulated, it's just like I could use extra money. Anyone on this planet could use extra money, except for Elon and Bezos. They don't need that extra money. But the general population, anyone could use that extra money. So it's like, fuck it. But yeah, coming in at noonish, and then yeah, which I'm perfectly fine with doing it this time of year, as there's like no severe weather ever at this time of year. I say that after we had tornadoes yesterday and severe storms today. But yeah, January is generally slow with the severe weather. February does try to pick up, but it's not very successful at it. But yeah, there's really not much else. But also update. Sadly, with how the oceans be setting up for spring in terms of La Nina, El Nino, it is shaping up to be like a 2011-like tornado. I don't want to say 2011-like tornado season, but it's going to be more active than average. So, okay. My voice is being weird, but doubt it's COVID. I've been vaccinated, even though the vaccine doesn't do shit, let's be honest. All it does is give you free donuts at Krispy Kreme. So, that's all that does. Let's be honest. But TikTok be sending me scam messages again. I don't care. But my voice is getting a little weirdly raspy, but I'll be fine. Just means I need a drink, which I'll be doing that when I get home. So, which will be soon. Next 5-ish minutes. There's really not much else. Okay. The update on the Atlantic Ocean quake was upgraded to a 5.8. So that's gonna be a doozy. And that would actually make it strongest of the day, to my knowledge. So geez, that won't poke a tall guy's eye out. I'm being weird. But yeah. Also, updates with Pittsburgh, actually. Recently, they did release a video stating popularity with Pittsburgh, Kansas. Keep in mind, population is about 20,000. So, that will have some context. Pittsburgh was ranked 8th out of the country for cheapest cities, for cities of its size, and was ranked in top 50. I'm not sure where in the ranking, but top 50 for best work from home towns to live in. So like a YouTube career, or I guess DoorDash, even though you're technically not working from home. But it's most likely, it's a good place for these little small business side hustle type jobs, you know? So, all that tells me is I got here ahead of the curve. So, I'll pioneer this stuff. Yep, the USGS confirmed the Atlantic quake to be a 5.8. Okay. So yeah, that would make it strongest of the day. But, unless they decide to upgrade that one Fiji quake to a 5.8 from a 5.7, but I doubt they're going to do that. It's been too long, and the quake is fairly deep, so I doubt they're going to bother with that. Outside of that, I am quickly approaching home, so I might have to sign off soon. But yeah. And with the rankings of Pittsburgh, I could see it. And honestly, for anyone in the country that doesn't live in a blue state, and even those that do live in a blue state but doesn't vote blue, I recommend this town. Those of you who vote blue, keep in mind we are in the middle of Tornado Alley, and there's a good chance you will be yeeted into Oz. So keep that in mind before you decide to move. I won't fucking with y'all. But it'd be nice to keep Kansas like Kansas and not turn it into Cali, Kansas, okay? So, that's just how I see that. So, please respect that. And if you're gonna vote blue, don't move here. But yeah. Anyways, hello. Yeah, not much. I'm actually about to sign off, though. Ice Twister, that's probably something that sci-fi would pull out of the ass. Let's be honest. I'm not saying it's a bad movie, I'm just saying it's something that would be pulled out of sci-fi's ass. But, anyways, there's not much going on right now, but sadly with me getting home, I might have to sign off so I don't accidentally dox myself. So yeah, stay safe. See you next. Bye.